Booze in the house of blues. It's the oh.
What's up and welcome back to a new video. It has been a while now since the last episode because I have been 10 days in quarantine here in my garage, and I have not been working on my projects that you have seen because I bought me a new winter beater because I decided that the wagon Mercedes is too good to drive at winter time. So I decided that I will build that car now completely ready for summer. So the car will be overpainted and the body kit will be installed and I will build everything like it should be. So I have bought me a new winter beater and it is standing here right in front of me. But if you follow me on Instagram, you have already seen it, but I will not show it here before it's completely ready. It's not quite ready yet, but I will show it to you later on. I have just welded the gearbox for the wagon, and if you want to see how that's done, you can check my previous build series, because there I show you how that's done, and I will show you later on. It's cooling down right now from the welding, so I can't show so much on it right now, but I will show you later. And now I just unboxed these coilovers, or it's not actually coilovers because the springs are separate, but it's a fully adjustable suspension for the Mercedes wagon model. And if you have one of these wagons, you might know that they have pneumatic rear suspension with the hydraulic pipes and the pump and everything. And that usually fails and leaks and is horrible to drive. But if it works, it's quite good, but I don't like it at all. So thankfully, Yellowspeedracing is making this kit, and I will put a direct link to this kit in the description, so you can go watch what they have for you and you can see what I'm using. The special thing about these is these short rear shocks, because the pneumatic shocks are very short on them original, so you need to have this short shock in the rear. And to mount these you need to use the rear lower control arms from a 190 or the sedan model 124, because this has only one bolt and the pneumatic shocks has two bolts in the lower control arm, so that is required to the mounting of these. And these front shocks are also adjustable length, and there is also these pins that goes inside here where you can adjust the damper. I think it's 30 different places where you can have it. I have driven with these now for 5 years on different cars, and these are very good quality stuff. So I will show you later on when I got the rest of the suspension when I install these. I have also received the rest of the clutch. So this is basically the same as in the 190 I built before, but in this one I'm using this 4-pack Sinter clutch plate. This is a used one, but it is in very good condition. It's 9.2 millimeter thick, and that is the correct spec for this SAX 765 pressure plate on a flat flywheel. This doesn't have the groove here where the flywheel, this part goes down and you get the right pressure. So if you have a 9.2 millimeter clutch disc, you don't have to machine this. This has to be straight. And this pressure plate comes from Badass Parts Finland. I'm using these on every Mercedes I have built. They hold up to 1000 Newton meters with a sinter clutch disc. So these are very good to use on these ones. And this is a brand new one, a Sachs Racing, and I have another one for the BMW project, which is a copy of this one. So I will try how that works. It has about the same specs as this one, but I don't want to risk anything, so I put the real one in the Benz. And here's the flywheel you have seen before from Eagle Clutches. I have a link to their website in my description here down below, so you can email them and order your own one. I have mounted the ring gear now here, and I have shown that in the previous season also, if you want to see how that's done. So this is ready now to go to be mounted on the engine. And I have also got this cast iron manifold for OM606 engines. I have never tried this before, but I think this will work very good in my use, because the ports inside are very nice shape and good flow. And it's made by the Kangaroos team from Bulgaria, so you can get yours from their website. Here is also a port for the wastegate, but I will make this one bigger because I don't think this has the right flow for my use. So I will wait till I get the wastegate and I get the gasket, so I can make the hole just right for that. And then this is ready to be mounted on the engine.
It's not that far away from here, a little town just south of here. Everybody knows his name. Now he'll go there from time to time, a little place behind his mind. He tells himself it's just a game, lost in a dream about a song. Feels so right, so far gone, ain't coming back till he's satisfied. They'll never know until he tries. They open him with open arms. I've got to say it's been
So I got the engine inside, and I'm using some rubber engine mounts that are from a Scania truck. I don't actually remember if it was from the engine or the gearbox, but they are very stiff and good for this use. I have used them in a couple of other builds, and they don't break as the regular universal mounts that you can buy. The polyurethane bushings would be best to use here, but they are so expensive, so I go with these. And they are a bit lower than the original ones, so I have made some 35mm spacers of aluminium rod on top of them. So I have a good clearance here at the oil pan. And this 6-speed gearbox is here now, which I have welded. I'm still no welder, as you saw in the last series, but it seemed to hold up in the other projects I have welded these gearboxes in, so I will continue till something breaks. And with these big 6-speed gearboxes is one problem, that the back end of it doesn't have the same fork things here to install the rubber mounts on. Here is only 4 M10 holes in the rear end, so I will have to make something to make it hang here in the bottom of the car. So I will check some stuff first, but then I will start making those. So I just bumped the gearbox a little bit up here in the tunnel because it's hitting right there in the old shifter mount. I will cut those away when I take this out next time, and I will have to hammer a little bit in the tunnel, and I will also cut a little bit there for the shifter. But I have bolted a propeller shaft front piece here now with just some nuts in between, so it's like stiff mounted to the gearbox now. And I did that just to check the line of the propeller shaft, and it seems like it's pretty in the center of the support bearing. So now I will start making the mount, and I will use the 4 holes here, so I will make some plates in between here on both sides, and then weld something in between, and then I'm using these rubber mounts. I didn't find 2 exactly same ones. This is a little bit taller than that one, so I use a nut there to make them same length. So I will try to make something there now and see if I can fix something to mount it.
If it isn't our old friend Captain, he'll play some cards, jam with the band. Every girl's crazy about a gambling man. Shoot the moon or eat the floor, it's all the same. He'll shoot the moon across the sky. Spare no expense at all this time. Radio tower, can you hear his call?
So this is how the mount turned out. Simple thing to make out of some steel I found here in my garage. So I just have to paint this now when it's ready. And I also started to fit some different stuff here in the engine bay, just to look how everything fits. I tried with the hood before I removed it, so there's a good clearance with both the oil cap and the turbo. And the turbo I'm going to use is this Holset HX40 Super with 16 exhaust side, and it's used a couple of summers in my white 190 Mercedes, so it's in very good condition and not so much driven with, so I'm going to use that one here. Everything seems to fit good, and it's taking a lot longer now when I don't have received so much parts that I need. I still have everything. This hood panel here is still at the paint shop, and all the axles and all that stuff, so I can't really do so much until I get that. And then when I receive those, I have to fit the panel here and make mounts for the radiator and intercooler. And then I have to take out the doors and the trunk and take it to the paint shop, the whole car. When it's at the paint shop, I think I will work more on the BMW. But I think that's everything for this episode. Make sure that you follow me on Instagram so you keep updated on different parts when I receive them. I always update there when I receive something, so then you know that there might be a new episode upcoming. So stay tuned. Morjes!